It never rains, but it pours. I'm gobsmacked by that. I can't believe that is, for me, probably the most embarrassing defeat in a cup that I've ever witnessed. We lost 12-11 on penalties to Grimsby. The only two things I know about Grimsby: one, they voted for Brexit, so cry more the far left, and second of all, one of their person who lives there was on the X Factor in 2014. That's about it. Other than that, I couldn't tell you anything about them. We have just lost to them, and that's embarrassing. We're never going to live this down. We're Manchester United Football Club, and we go to a League Two team, and we come back from the depth, from 2-0 down for 2-2, and then penalties. You know, as Christmas finished, because it seemed like to me that we were waiting. It was going to be Christmas before it finished. I mean, that's embarrassing, and that's going to give, rival fans all the ammunition they need to mock us. We've become the court jester, the joke of the peace. That's what Man United have become. We used to have standards years ago. Are those days now well and truly gone? And it proves once again that Mano isn't good enough for Man United. How many times have I told you all that the far top Reds are the reason that this football club is ceasing to existing? We have been amateurish in the transfer market post Sir Alex Ferguson. The players they rate are not good enough. The manager isn't good enough. Managers are judged by their results. If they don't get the results, they don't keep the job. They continue. They get the sack. How bad does this have to be for us to get rid of him? Sod off to bloody Portugal. He's not what Man United is all about. He's not what Man United symbolises. And his top Reds are the reason we haven't won a league title. I blame them lot. Giving it the big un. They're as bad as people who voted for Labour and back Labour. Some of them are Labour supporters. Nana, terrible in goal. Grimsby, it was raining. It was pouring down with rain. It was like, finding a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. That's the performance and result that Grimsby got. But the goalkeeper was all over the place. But these far top Reds need to leave and stop tearing this club limb from limb. We've become a joke. The class clown. With one of those flirt things, with flirting water, squirting water. It's an embarrassment for us, and we have to, take it on the chin. But when it push comes to shove, then we still are nowhere near. And that was a good team. I knew that Amorim would bring on Bruno at half time. I knew he would do that, and he did it straight away. You could see him fucking celebrating. The absolute rat. That's what he is. He's a rat. Remember, all the top Reds were all saying he's better. He's better than Cantona. Eric Cantona won the league the moment he arrived at Manchester United Football Club. We've not won a single title than Bruno Fernandes. Fellaini has won more trophies at Man United than Bruno has. But all the players were a disgrace. And there's so much brainwashing. And people need to stop it. Because there's a bad defeat. Against, lost against MK Dons in 2014. And before in 1995, we lost to York City under Sir Alex Ferguson. But this is the most embarrassing defeat It is. And everything just went wrong. And I wasn't celebrating, by the way, when we scored, when Burnley scored and Maguire. I didn't celebrate at all. I won't celebrate that. But it means nothing now. And now we're not gonna, and Maino should never play for this club again. Maino's not good enough for Man United. He's not good enough. He never has been, never will be. And I would rather be criticised, but for them to go on and be proven right. Not good enough for Man United. McTominay's better than him. And the top red said McTominay wasn't good enough. Didn't you say that Fellaini was the problem because you didn't win the league? How many titles have we won since he left? 0. How many when Bruno's been here? 0. McTominay is playing alongside De Bruyne for Napoli. And the way he was treated was a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. And I know who they are, and they know who they are. But he was treated like royalty when he went to Napoli. Because McTominay, for me, fantastic. We shouldn't have got rid of him. I know you top reds were wrong again, right? The same ones that were backing that monster Greenwood, what he did to his girlfriend when he attacked her. Those kind of people. Those kind of people that were saying that Edward was the worst thing ever to happen to Man United since the disaster when the Man United players died in that plane crash. People like that person. Disgraceful. But we've lost. And this is a heartbreaking, horrible moment. And we're going to get mocked. 10 years ago, I wouldn't really have. I would have been furious, but I'm going to be angry. I'm not going to be angry about that because we deserve to be mocked because that's what we are. We're a laughing stock. We are. And now we can't win this competition. We'll finish 10th. I said we'll finish in the Premier League. We'll finish 10th. And Aaron needs to go. Now, I don't have a problem per se with Iran, the manager. I don't. Amrin. But he should have went after the League Cup. We should go now anyway. But after we lost against Spurs in the Europa League. McTominay would have scored that goal, by the way, that was missed by Bruno Fernandes. McTominay scores that goal. McTominay is now a king in Napoli. So he did well to get out of the firing line and gone to Italy. But then again, all these millionaires and multi-millionaires, billionaires are all leaving the United Kingdom to go elsewhere. So McTominay's done well for himself in that regard as well. You can't criticise him anymore. You can't criticise Fellaini anymore. You've all got it wrong. And that is something that you can't accept. So, I'm gutted. We lost. I'm not happy. But a joke. And this club, until the top reds get out of this club, then we've got no chance because they're holding us back. Not the Glazers. It's not the Glazers. They're holding us back. And tonight is the night where it showed again that the far top should not be listened to. And we've been embarrassed by losing to Grimsby. And now we've got Burnley at the weekend. And how are we going to win that? It remains to be seen. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.